Hey friends, Shawn here with Manly Made Minute, and welcome back to another episode of Okay, I'll try that. So today we're going for rub-on transfers. Yep, I said it. Rub-on transfers. I recently had the privilege of meeting a YouTube follower, Cordelia, and I think many of my YouTube followers and watchers know Cordelia. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. Her and I met for lunch. She lives in the area close to where I live. And of course, I had to bring her some cards and some things of mine. To my surprise, she brought me a plethora of overstash to choose from and take some stuff home. So she had 2 packages of rub-on transfers in there that I thought, I've never tried these, so I'm going to grab them. It was an opportunity to do some stuff that I hadn't done before. Plus, she had some really good stuff in there that I grabbed for my stash, and I'm going to have a video coming up on that in the next couple of weeks of the Cordelia stash and what to do with it. So we're going to do some rub-on transfers and try to see if I can make a card. I've never done these. I think I might have did these as a kid, but I don't really know, or I can't remember, but I feel like I've used these as a kid. But I don't think I've done it since. So we're going to try to make a card. I've done a little pre-work just to get a little base of the card going to see if I can actually make something out of this at the same time. So let's just see if I can do this. Before I get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Would love to have you follow me on YouTube and Instagram under Manly Made Minute and just be a part of my journey. So let's head on down to the down cam and see what we can do. All right, here's my pre-work I have done. I have just taken a Gina K stencil with colors that kind of match the rub-on transfers that I have. I just did some light blending to get a little background going. Then what I did, I thought it would be fun just to try to do a wreath out of what was on here. I just looked, kind of see what's on here, what can I make out of it, and we're going to try to make a wreath. So I took a mason jar with my big, huge, this is like the big archival, like 6-inch archival ink. Lily just took and smushed the ring around it, laid it down, and I just rolled the ring like 4 or 5 times to create this little ring. All right, we've seen this online before. Nothing new, nothing fancy. We've seen people do watercolors like this. So nothing crazy there. All right, let's give this a try. These rub-on transfers look like they come with a little backing sheet. This one's kind of loose, so I'm going to realign that. I've got my eye on this one, and I've got my eye on this one. And let's just see how I can make those fit. That goes off the page a little bit, but it actually would work right there. And I think I like that big cluster. And I'll probably take a couple of these singles and rub them on there. And I think that's it, rubber sentiment. Now, full disclosure, I don't know if this will go over ink or not, or if I have to do it on just regular paper. But you know what? That's what this is for. We're going to try that. So I'm going to cut this piece out because I know it's easier to cut these separate that I've seen. I did watch one video on this just to see, but the example, she did it on plain paper and then tore it apart like ephemera and then used that to make her card. So, but we're going to just do this straight to the card to see if I can make this work. All right, I'm going to actually use that one anyway. So, let's cut that little one off so I don't get that in there. What you do is you cut these apart, you take that backing off, and you're going to rub that on. All right, I got a little smudge on this, so I'm going to use this to help cover up my smudge and see if it'll cover it up. All right, you place. This is not... let me just double check. This is not, it's not sticky. It's not like a sticker. So you're going to have to just kind of hold it in place. It comes with this little popsicle stick, and you rub it, and it should transfer that down. So let's just give this a good hearty try. All right. And I'm not sure how hard you're supposed to rub, so I'm giving it some pretty good pressure over that whole image. Hopefully, I know that these are probably like those temporary tattoos, essentially. If you miss a spot, it's going to not come off. So I'm trying my best to make sure I rub over that whole image really well so I don't miss anything on there. I'm going to just try to rotate, hold that in place so I can get the rest of this. And I think this should be coming off. I should probably test one before I go through this whole thing, right? I'm just going to peel that little corner up and see if it's sticking. And it is. That was like a little like peekaboo, and it's sticking. So I'm going to keep rubbing over this whole image. And I'm actually, again, full pretty good pressure because I'm not sure how much to give. And I'm just making sure I'm getting that entire image. And now I can see it as I'm doing more. I can see it starting to lift. You can almost see it like pop off of the backing once it sticks because it's starting to lift. And I can see the spots that it's still sticking. So rub on those. Yeah, it almost just starts to pop off once it's stuck. There we go. Couple pieces over here I see. On those leaves. All right, this should be done. Here's the good reveal. Grab this little corner. And look at that. Clean as a whistle. And that's stuck. Oh my gosh. That is perfect. I'm going to add a couple flowers around here. And then leave a spot for a sentiment somewhere. So just let me do a couple more. I'll transition back here once I get a couple more flowers on and show you my final little card because this is like a card ready to go. Okay. I've got this one you saw me put on. I put 2 flowers on. I'm going to leave the rest because I can throw sentiment up here or something. But what I did try, so I did this one. Then I put this flower on, and then I thought, I'm going to try it while I'm trying. I put another flower on, and I overlaid it onto the other transfer after I'd already put it on just to see if it'll stick, and it does. So it'll stick to another transfer as well. I just used good pressure, and once you will see it start to peel off of the transfer sheet, and then you know it's stuck. So again, easy card. This just looks like an ink blended stamp to me. So I think these are just a great option if you're just not in the mood to stamp and get dirty, but you can use these. So let me just show you really quick. This was the other one that was in the pack from Cordelia. So it's just a holiday pack. And then I had bought, after I got these, I had bought from Brutus Monroe these ones that he had, because I thought if I like these, I'm going to do some of his, and these were already pre-made. This is where I got the idea to do my own. So these are just pre-made ones. And I just thought I'm going to try these then as well, just to make some easy cards. So there you have it. I am super happy that I actually tried this. I've seen these videos. I've seen people do them. I've seen Brutus Monroe do them. They're actually really easy, and they're quick. So let me just show you main view. There you go. So it worked. I tried it, and now I've got another option to make some more cards and make it easy. So get yourself some rub-ons and give it a try. If I can do it, you can do it. So thanks for hanging with me. Glad to have you part of my journey. And until next time, I'll see you then.